Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat, it became the podcast.
And it became two.
121, because it's episode 121.
And this is a
121. Beep, bop, beep. That's 21 Jump Street, or 22 Jump Street. But today is 1 to 1.
It's a 1-to-1.
And as Luke Brown would say, tiki bars are tiking.
That's the best advice I've ever.
As soon as I started that, I thought, I don't know if I can finish that. But he did say tiki bars are tiking.
Tiki bars teaking.
Tiki bars are tiking. I think that's what he says anyway. But even if it doesn't, that's...
Drinking all weekend.
And that's why I've got that tattooed just here. But if you're watching this on YouTube and iTunes, I've got that written down here.
Tiki bars teaking.
I've got tiki bars are tiking.
Is there a tiki torch?
No.
A little shout out to the tiki. Was it the tiki? I think it was Tiki Bar, Tiki Hut. Is the old Tamatonga and Tongaloa podcast.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called the Tiki.
And shout out to Tiki Hut in Cardiff, because your illustrious bride,
yes,
my illustrious bride,
yes,
and we had Bruno, we had Pepper Girl herself, Kel Lee.
She was there.
Roller Derby Queen herself.
On wheels.
And we were about to go watch Pretty Deadly. And talking of Pretty Deadly, we will talk about the elephant in the room, or the Danhausen in the room, the Kithausen in the room, the something, if you will. I think we got it right last week. When we kept saying pause, I'm fairly sure we got one of them right.
If you shoot for the moon that many times, you're going to land at the stars, you know? I
need to listen to it back. But if you listen to it, tell us how many we got right in the comments here on YouTube. But for you guys over on iTunes and Spotify, we're here. This is us.
We're there.
It is a non-Bruno episode. So there'll be people out there right now. We're shouting at the mid-sized dog. We're looking at you, the general, that are going, yes! No Bruno.
Oh, mid-sized dog is barking at all.
Yeah, they're not going to miss his eyebrows that are too far apart.
Yeah.
They're not going to miss his fiery red hair. They're not going to miss him going, welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys.
Oh,
this is episode... I'm starting to miss him too.
I miss him now.
But no, Bruno's not here for... he's on assignment. I don't know why, but I think that's my go-to.
That's the best way to go with it. Yeah.
He's on assignment, and you'll find out all about that next week.
Yeah.
He's on a very special mission.
Yeah.
That it's such a good story.
Yeah.
That he'll inform you next week.
He will be great listening.
And he will enjoy editing this podcast, having been on excursion.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the word I used before.
Is he on location?
He's on location currently. Next week, we'll find out all about his time away.
But you stuck with the Brother Zor this week. This
is the Brother Zor. Shout out the Brother Zor. Shout out wrestling. But we're going to talk a bit of wrestling, but we're going to do that later on because I have something else to talk about.
Okay. I was going to say we should probably turn this into an RF shoot.
Well, right before, we were given one thing not to do. It said don't talk about Arsenal.
Oh.
And you can do that over on Gunners or Us podcast. Go listen
spent
to
all morning doing it.
We did. But no, we're not going to do that. But right before we went on here, we were standing here in the family kitchen, and I fished something out your ear.
Oh, man. My ears are full of ear cleaner right now. I can hear it. It's like squishing around in there.
I'm just glad you're not wearing headphones, right?
I don't know. If anyone's squeamish.
Oh, yeah. If you like fish...
I ate a jar of cockles right before as well.
That could have been coming out.
The cockles went straight to my ears. That's what happens. I think it goes right down here and up here.
I don't know what's gone on here, but I wish we could show you it, but I think we shouldn't.
Should take a picture.
No.
I've never
still in the bin if we want to go get it out.
Oh, I've never taken something that big out.
Put that in a recycling bin, by the way.
You can recycle it.
Well,
Greta will love that.
I don't know what you just said, but yeah, no, she would.
I've never pulled something. It looked like
one of those videos you watch of people pulling stuff out of people's ears, and you go, "Well, how did that end up in someone's ear?"
And I managed to do it manually in my own bathroom.
Well, not on your own either, because I was involved in the end.
Yeah,
there was. What was worst part was Joe. Joe has this issue, and this goes back to when we were children. Joe will get something in his ear, even his finger, and he'll go,
"Oh, that feeling!"
And sometimes it'll do like a pop, like he'll go and then he'll get a suction going, and he'll go. He'll whip his finger out and you'll hear it across the room. You're like, oh my God. And he's like, oh. And he goes, it's for ages. Oh. And he keeps doing this. And then he's always like, my ears are. And it's like, yeah.
And then my ear blows up like this.
Yeah,
and I'm
and
like,
yeah.
what's happened?
There's someone at work, shout out Shannon, and shout out Joe here, manager of that place, that they always got cotton wool in their ear or something. Do you know what I mean? They've always got something going on orally in their ear.
Yeah.
And
I had an ear operation at the age of 7. I've had ear issues my whole life. I had little grommets. I don't know if we talked about this before. Probably. Bruno's probably fact checking it now.
That little guy. Jesus. That guy is sat there going, oh, they talked about this on episode 17.
But I had little grommets put in my ear.
Yeah.
It's probably the only operation I've ever had, actually.
Yeah, that's really soft. That's weak sauce having only one.
Or I'm super strong bodied.
Well, saying that, I had this argument with the mid-sized dog, but we're getting too far off.
Does that mean you're soft or super strong? That nothing's ever, albeit there was a few times I probably should have gone somewhere for surgery.
I think if you've pushed yourself hard enough in this life, you should have some surgeries. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure I maybe should have had some at some point.
No, that's not good enough.
But I'm very bad at going to the doctor.
No, you need an injury that's like, I can't actually continue life until this has happened.
I think my ankle was close.
Yeah, but you did continue life.
Well, I was laid up for a while.
But what you want is like...
And my ribs.
What you want is that bone out of the skin. You're like, I need someone to surgically put that back in.
Yeah, it needs to be back in.
That's proper.
Mine was all in there. My leg was just yellow and black.
And they started adding grommets to your ear, which is...
Yeah, grommets. They look like...
Oh, jeez, grommet.
They look like little... Because they fell out after a while, because they do.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The whole family's talked about this a lot to me, and to this day, I don't fully understand grommets, nor do I understand what happened to you.
I don't. I haven't actually gone back and processed it. Maybe this is what this is. We process it together. They're like little... you know the game Minesweeper?
Yes, I do, because I'm old.
Yeah, it was on it was on the PC.
Yeah, you click the buttons and it'll have like a 2, and then I mean there's 2 blocks around it, but you're trying to avoid the mines.
Yeah, and you know the mines were like the round things with things coming out of them. Like mines.
Look like COVID.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, imagine a mine that's like bobbing around in the water at sea. It's like a round circle with things coming off it.
The mines are bobbing around at sea?
That's what they got submarines with and ships, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, they touch them.
That's what those ones they used on there.
Why do you not see them coming? If they're bobbing around?
Sometimes they were... I'm not 100%, but chained underneath the sea, so a ship would just go into it. That's what those mines were. Not land mines. Land mines are like discs, but
there's no Ginger to fact check us here, so
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
We could be just talking
winging it
for the rest of this episode.
But it's like a round ball with like bits coming off it, the knobbles.
Right.
Like what's that thing? That toy that used to shake?
Yeah, Jabberwocky or something was it? The Rumbler.
Yeah. Yeah, is that what it's called?
I don't know what it's called, but I asked for one for Christmas every single year. Similar to the black boxing gloves, and I never got one.
And someone out there knows the name of this thing. Like a fumble whopper or something.
I don't know what he just said, Bruno, but edit that.
A jibberjack. What's it called?
I think it's getting only worse. I had a jibber-jabber.
Jibber-jabber.
And it was like it was a little guy with a real long neck, and he'd go,
yeah.
And his head would be like
a thimble-wimble.
Yeah, and he looked a bit like the night bus thing. But you can also get these rumblers that have like sawn off spikes.
That's what a mine looks like.
And you turn it on, it vibrates and just moves around the room.
That's a mine.
I don't think that they were in Argos. That's why my parents wouldn't get it.
Because it's a mine. It was a sea mine.
I asked for that and black boxing gloves, and I wanted the rumbler that was black with blue spikes. I don't know why. And
those?
Yeah,
it was multicolored.
No,
it was like green with pink bits.
No, I'm going to find you one. But what I would say is, getting back to it.
Yeah.
Grommet.
That's what grommets look like. So when it fell out of my ear, when I think it was like a few months later, maybe. I could be remembering this wrong. I was 7. Give me a break. They're like little balls with wires coming off them. And I assume they put them in the ear. This is a big assumption. Yeah, that's what I saw.
It's multicolored.
Green with pink things.
Yeah, my one was blue.
Bumbleball.
Bumbleball.
That's the one.
Let's see if we got a black.
Oh, great. They
are different colours, look.
Oh, yeah.
Look, there's one. There's a blue one. In my head, I had a custom black one with just blue spikes.
They would just fumble their way around your front room, wouldn't they?
Sometimes I've seen Bruno fumble around his front room.
But yeah, little tiny thing with wires coming off. And I assume they go in your ear and they connect the wires to your ear canal and it helps you hear better because I couldn't hear great.
Yeah, I don't think that was right. But
I still can't hear great out of one ear.
But do I have grommets or have mine fallen out?
You never got grommets.
Oh. I thought grommets were in us.
No. My operation was put.
Grommets are added.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an operation when I was 7 to put them in. And then they fall out after a while once they've done their job. And I don't know how bad my hearing was back then.
Do you want me to just explain it out loud?
Wait, that's a different kind of grommet.
That's what goes on a ring canvas.
That's ring canvas.
Ears. I'm going to add ears. They can't
If this was like
grommets. There they are.
Yeah, it's like a round thing with wires coming out.
Bro, that. Oh my god! I tell you what it looks like.
Mine didn't look like that.
What yours look like then?
This was the 80s. You got to remember this is the 80s.
Oh my god, they're disgusting.
That is wild. I've never looked.
Why did they add them there? I don't.
How have I never looked into this since?
Why? Yeah. What? They look mad.
So in the 80s, it didn't look like that.
It says ear grommets falling out is a pain, like painful.
Is it?
I don't know. Do you remember the pain?
No, I was young.
Guys, I'm seeing this. They're in. They look like, you know, in Bruno. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you remember? Yeah, it looks like when Bruno tried to do his tunnels and he's like a millimeter in.
Yeah,
He's like, ow, ow, ow.
They look like tiny little tunnels for your ears.
But they're inside your like
eardrums.
Is it your eardrum? It's actually pierced into the eardrum.
Mm.
No, because there, look at that. I've got.
Guys, how deep they are.
Yeah. It's in the ear canal somewhere.
That's mad.
But I guess so. You have a blockage, and you have to put like a stint, like a hole.
I think I just found the blockage earlier.
Yeah, well, I think I took a grommet out of your ear.
It's been in there the whole time. 40 years.
Yeah, I was read this out. Grommets are a tiny plastic or metal tube inserted into the eardrum to treat persistent fluid buildup, also known as glue ear. Or recurrent ear infections. They allow air into the middle ear to prevent fluid accumulation, reducing infection risks and improving hearing. Wait a second. So if it goes into the eardrum, wouldn't that allow the fluid to go beyond the eardrum? Which is the point of the eardrum, is it needs to stop things going in there, right? These tubes generally fall out naturally after 6 to 12 months as the eardrum heals. The purpose is to prevent ear glue.
Yeah.
Glue ear. Procedure: 10 to 20 minutes surgical procedure. It's called a myring. My ringotomy.
My ringotomy.
That's so. My ring.
My ringotomy.
Yeah. Name of your sex tape. Is performed under a general anesthetic, usually as a day case.
Oh.
They make a small incision made in the eardrum. Fluid is suctioned out, and the grommets are inserted, acting as a little vent.
I had a vent in my ear.
They're there for 6 to 15 months. Aftercare. Patients need to get their ears dry while they're bathing and swimming. Did you have that on holiday?
I had blue rubber things that they molded to the shape of my ear. So they put it in, and it dried, and I had to use them as earplugs. So I had to pop them in, and it just completely blocked off the whole ear.
All this is gross.
I never looked into it.
I don't know why, but I don't know what I'm looking at. But it always feels like I'm looking at their penis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It all looks a bit.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's a bit phallic, isn't it?
It is so weird. Look at that guy. He's holding it in his finger. To give you an idea of anyone at home that hasn't seen this, they look like, you know, when you get sellotape and they're on those rolls that you cut off.
Yeah, look at that one. Like a tube.
That's a big old. That got to be.
That's a ventilation tube.
Right. They look like that. They look like little circles. They look like these little circles with like a ramp, and they look like a little thread on it.
Yeah. I think, do you know what? I think that's come a long way since the 80s, because mine looked like a little...
COVID.
Yeah, it's like a little ball with wires coming out of it, loads of them.
How do you know it looked like that?
Because that's a memory I have, is them holding it us holding it in the kitchen.
So it was out enough that everyone was
out, yeah.
Oh my God.
I can literally feel ear cleaner coming out my ear as we talk.
Anyway.
But yeah, I said, if you're squeamish. Yeah, but basically we pulled out what looked like a bit of like beef jerky out of my ear.
Oh my God. That can't be the grommet. I think. Just now.
Just now.
No, yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
If we're ready.
Yeah.
Joe's someone who has always had ear problems, as we just learned.
God, I specifically remember when we were cleaning before COVID. I was cleaning an office. And I had a really bad ear infection to a point where the side of my face had swollen up.
I remember.
And there was stuff coming out my ears. And I remember laying in the janitor's cupboard on the floor, just trying to make it go away. At like 3 in the morning.
As you can hear, guys.
In Alton.
Yeah, and I'm someone who has vertigo, so this is all caused by ear blockage. So maybe I need a set of grommets put in. But and I'm currently got vertigo, and my ear's currently blocked.
Yeah.
But not too bad. It's getting better.
When you get a thing in there.
No. So this is the thing, is our dad's done the same. Once you start getting too invasive, I'm someone who's never used earbuds.
I love them.
Yeah. We know that you're not supposed to use them now.
Yeah. I just found out. I haven't used them for months, and I just found out I probably should.
Joe, I've seen dogs who just come to the rescue, having never had their ears cleaned in 6 years.
Yeah. Have
cleaner ears than whatever you just pulled out of your ear. But
if I was at the rescue, I would be on like ear meds.
Yeah, 100%.
Canaural down the ear.
But yeah, he's always got ear things going on. He's always got a bit of cotton wool, a bit of olive oil hanging out or something. He's got something going on. He's always
I've had a candle in it before.
Yeah, oh yeah, and my thing is, if mine gets blocked, I'll get a bit of toilet paper and I'll kind of give it one of these, like a little go on there, just to kind of clean it, and I just let it pass, and eventually it all just kind of comes out over time.
Yeah,
and then I don't have a blockage.
Yeah,
I don't get too invasive, and if I really think it's bad, I'll go get my ears cleaned by a doctor.
Yeah,
which, by the way, put me right off. The first time I loved it.
Yeah.
Second time, the worst pain I've ever experienced. I thought he was trying to put a grommet in.
Was I there for you that one?
No, not the second one. The first one you were when I had vertigo in 2019.
Pulled like rocks out your ears.
Brother, it was like cigarette butts coming out.
Yeah.
Similar to what you just Joe went into the toilet between podcasts.
I'll do it myself.
And he came back out and I was just eating at the sink, and I looked at him and he walked towards me with 2 ear pads. He walks up to me and goes, "Look what just came out of my ear." And he pulled up, like a cotton bud. Imagine you dipped a cotton bud in salsa up to halfway up the plastic. He just did that and it had a big chunk of what looked like tomato on top.
No.
And he went, "Look at that."
I hope people aren't eating
I went, "Oh my God." And he said, I'm gonna put some drops in. So he went and put some drops in. Then he's sitting there talking to me, just nodding because he can't hear anything. And after a while, he's like, "I'm going to go clean this out." I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. I think it's just put the eardrops in, just leave them. But he's like, "I'm going to go clear it out." He comes back out and he's got holding another cotton bud. And he's going, "I've got something in here."
I couldn't get my cotton bud in.
He said, "I can't get my bud in."
It had pulled something to the surface.
So I got my torch out and I looked in. And what I saw was like what you see online, because I watch quite a lot of like ear unblocking. And you know when you find a spider in someone's ear? It looked like that. I could see his ear canal. And basically, taking up maybe a third was something just poking around the corner. And I thought, it didn't look like wax. And I thought, oh. So I got the bud and I got in there. And I kind of just happily moved onto my stick.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out. And I can only describe it as the smallest roll mop I've ever seen. It looked like a piece of heron.
Yeah, it did.
It had hair on it.
It had colours.
It was almost like
glossy,
holographic.
Yeah, it was like
maybe holographic.
It looked a bit like a pearl.
It looked like a pearl. And it was, dare I say, blood soaked.
Was it?
It was definitely not waxy.
I didn't notice that.
It was dripping in what looked like blood.
Oh, that's not that's probably not.
And I went, "Look at that." And he went, "What is that?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I'm going to put more in." He said, "That's obviously brought something to the surface." I said, "It's clear." I think whatever's happened today, because you pulled out half a jerky.
Yeah.
And then you brought out a heron.
Yeah.
I think at this point,
there's a buffet in there.
Yeah. Whatever you felt before today,
yeah,
you've got to be better right now.
I feel so light. I feel light and slightly dizzy.
And the thing is, if you get your ears clean, like when you go there, I had it done with air and I had it done with water. The air one was mad because, and if you've watched the videos, they're just hitting underneath, like a jet wash on like a jet wash on some paint that's coming off.
Yeah.
It's like that. And then eventually you get like this little like chunk that's been there for so long.
Yeah.
It's like rock on. It just falls into the tin. You hear it. He goes,
yeah.
He goes, ting.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what a feeling. And Joe's just manually done that and pulled out some fish.
Well, because when we were doing the Arsenal podcast a couple hours ago, and I felt ropey during that podcast. Like, I felt off. And then afterwards, I felt more off. So I thought to myself, I'm going to go in the bathroom and see what we got. And see what we got in the toolbox. So I whipped open the toolbox.
He went for a wee. He had a number two. He cleaned his ears. He blew his nose, and he thought, something's happened.
Yeah. So I popped a couple Nurofen.
Yeah. It's dripping out your ear. I'm not going to look at you again.
I popped. Is it on my shoulder?
I didn't expect this to be such a gross podcast. I'm so sorry.
I popped a couple Nurofen. Rolled around with a bit of that, pulled out some jerky, popped a little bit of ear cleaner in, rubbed it around again some more, popped some ear cleaner in. I feel brand new now, if not a little bit too good, and a little bit dizzy and shaky.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. You've wiped that with your hand.
I didn't touch it. Where's it gone back in?
I don't.
I breathed it back in.
It kind of. It kind of feels like you watch those videos of someone putting a new engine together. They put a lot of flux on there. It's way more wax than you expect.
I like to flux my ears.
Anyway, that's the podcast. I just
enjoy that, Bruno.
Yeah, that was probably the grossest start to any podcast we've ever had.
Bruno would not stuck around for any of that.
I don't know. I can imagine him giggling at all that because there's nothing funnier to him than us having maybe something we do.
Yeah. And
he knows you're ravenous with your ear.
And I was eating cockles in between as well, over the sink. He would have enjoyed that.
Honestly, I think you might have. There's a chance a piece of cockle flecked up and went in your ear.
Do you reckon that was cockle?
I wouldn't be against it being some kind of entity that you fed a dog at work. that you flicked up and it's gone inside your ear. You've pushed it in by going like this.
Dog food or something.
Yeah. Dead serious.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was actually something my body's produced. There was a point where one of the cockles...
Nobody has ever produced whatever I just pulled out.
We just saw it and now the whole world knows.
It looked like... I'm trying to get the scale right here. If I was looking at a piece of fish, how big is that compared to my body? It looked like if a very small mouse had a nice fish fillet.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Anyway, the real reason we're here is we got to talk about it.
God, were we recording all of that?
Yeah. It was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was, believe it or not, Joe, we're 20 minutes in.
WrestleMania Hausen.
It's WrestleMania Hausen, and I think we got it right. Dare I say we kind of had an inkling that that could happen, but we didn't know. And then it happened. We didn't expect it to involve little people.
No.
That was more of a last minute understanding on our behalf. But it happened. And we've talked about it with Sam. We've talked about it with Lou. You know, it's so mad that one of the peppercorns shook John Cena's hand at WrestleMania. And I just want to say that just to let you sit on that for a minute. Like, just have a little think how ridiculous that sentence is, that there's 5 of us in the peppercorns as far as boys.
Yeah.
As of this writing, there's 4 pepper girls.
Yep.
That have to be attached to us. Like whatever's in Joe's ear. Could there be a 5th? Who knows? Let Bruno figure that one out down the line. But either way, there is only 5 of us in the whole world.
What are the odds?
There's 7.5 billion people in the world. There is 5 peppercorn boys.
Yeah.
One of them, this past 8 days ago, was in the ring with John Cena at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
And he shook his hand.
Oh.
And John Cena said, "Who are you?" And he doesn't know we're the Peppercorn Boys. And at some point, we need to make a short where he asks that question and then we answer with the Peppercorn Boys.
Yeah.
That needs to be the intro to a podcast soon. But either way, yeah, what a mad kind of... I remember, you know, to go down memory lane a little bit.
Yeah.
We've known Lou a little bit longer than Sam, just through wrestling. And then we wrestled them. This was 2018, I want to say, maybe. That's what we've been chatting since.
Yeah, yeah, that group's been alive.
It's 8 years that the Peppercorn Boys has been a thing. I mean, maybe a year later, Bruno was added.
I think that group chat turned into them.
It was called The Friendship, and then it turned into Peppercorn. And the concept that I remember them getting NXT UK and being like, I'm going to watch this, and feeling like almost like a little emotional.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That you kind of sitting there going, wow, I can't believe that's like people we know.
Yeah.
Then you become closer friends, and then they move to America. We say goodbye. You know, we go and visit them. Then they're on NXT, and we stayed up and watched their debut.
Yeah.
And we filmed our reaction to them.
Yeah.
They won the tag titles in their debut in America, I believe.
Yeah.
And we were super emotional. We spoke to them in the group, and we're like, this is just so mad. And then you just fast forward, they go to the main roster, and we sit up and wait for them to make their debut on the main roster. And you know, it all becomes quite normal, but then you just go, but will they ever be on WrestleMania? It's 2 nights, but you kind of think, I think more than ever, it's harder to be on WrestleMania. There's no Battle Royals. Yeah. There's very few multi-mans now.
It takes a lot to get on.
The chances, for example, Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, Nakamura, MFTs, Wyatt Six, Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Chelsea Green, all these people didn't make WrestleMania this year. Damian Priest, R-Truth. No one made WrestleMania, and that's how hard it is to be on there now. But not just to be on there, but to be in there with the John Cena segment. John Cena was in the ring with 4 people over the weekend, over 2 segments.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair, The Miz, Danhausen, and Kit Wilson.
Mad.
And I just think that is like something that you kind of sit there and you go, this is crazy. It's so crazy that, you know, you can be chatting to someone and then 30 minutes later he's doing that. I find that really bizarre because we're wrestlers. Yeah. It just seems like a mad concept, and we've all been along for the ride with them, really. Yeah. And it's just I don't know. It's mad. It's all kind of crazy. It's just
it's surreal.
It is. Like, it's the first time that I thought all of it's felt surreal. But it's the first time I went, nah, that's not even real.
Yeah, that's something else. Like, I know you.
Joe Jonas met John Cena this week and shook his hand on his vlog. And he was like more nervous for that than he was to sing the national anthem.
Yeah. Whereas
Joe Jonas,
brother Kit was standing in the ring at WrestleMania, etched in history shaking hands with Cena, probably for the last time in a Mania ring. Probably,
yeah.
I would have thought so. It's such a. It's hard to put into words because I think Dean Ambrose, John Moxley talked about it with wrestling. It's such a journey when you're wrestling.
Yeah.
That every step kind of you take each step. You never go suddenly from the Indies to WrestleMania and you have that moment of like, oh God, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You take steps along the way and it makes everything kind of normalized.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what you said. Like the amount of things we've watched them do over the years that it's now become normalized. Like not just getting signed to the UK show, not just getting signed to NXT, not just coming up to the main roster, not just winning titles along the way. Now WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It all becomes almost like the hard part about it is it's such a fairy tale moment, but it almost feels normal.
Yeah. No, JD McDonough did an interview where they said, are you excited about that? He said, yeah, but it's not what you expect because I've been at WrestleMania. So it's just kind of like a part of the process.
Yeah.
But it is to them. But to us, it's still crazy. Like,
oh man, like to go in your day-to-day life to see not just like I've heard people say when they meet a famous wrestler, and then they go on to big things and they say, I met that guy once. Look at him now. Like seeing that same face that you spoke to once, now on a big stage, big TV, everything on Netflix.
Yeah. But
to know them personally and just
very odd, isn't it?
Spend time with them in their houses, around their families. And then it's almost emotional.
Yeah.
Like there's something you can't
wear their swim shorts without permission.
Yeah. Meet their cats. There is something emotional to it. Like I think I lived vicariously through Lisa's eyes, my wife, when we hung out with them. When we hung out with them in Cardiff that time. We had a meal with them, I think.
Yeah.
And trying to see it, I do this a lot with wrestling, trying to see it through people.
Tiki Hut.
The Tiki Hut. Cool, good callback. Nice tattoo.
Tiki Hut.
But I try and look through other people's eyes like that because to us, it is almost normalized now that we expect to see that.
Right.
And then it happens and it's still surreal. You see it through like Lisa's eyes. Like Lisa is someone she like says, I've never really met anyone famous. But she's also now had dinner with these guys, with Elton and Kit. And to see them then on SmackDown and on Netflix.
It's bizarre.
Like they're a Netflix character now. Like along with everyone else on Netflix. To see it through their eyes makes it feel so it makes it real.
Especially when we're in wrestling and you kind of sometimes you're in a locker room and people just kind of be like, oh yeah, I met, bloody Piper Niven once or something. You're like, oh, okay. But then in your head, you're thinking, oh, yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, wow, I don't know what we're doing then.
Yeah. It's something else.
And again, it's a credit to them. They've taken Bruno, myself, Joe, along for the ride because along the way, they've given us that kind of like
a little back seat.
We've kind of been in the back seat of their car, letting us see the sights. And, like I've stayed in their apartment underneath Solo Sokoa. And we've ended up in weird situations with it. I've gone to see Hobo Johnson with Regal's son.
Yeah.
And they've kind of done little things like that along the way that you kind of go, we've stayed in the WrestleMania hotel in Philly.
Yeah.
And it's just these things that you just think, oh, okay, they've kind of, it's such a credit to them. And that's why I want to give them their flowers a little bit on this episode. And that's what I'm including Elton because this isn't it's a win for Sam, obviously, but it's a win for Lewis.
It's a win for
it's also a win for all of us, but particularly Lewis, because the reason he's there is the act of Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
Sam's obviously done his own thing because obviously Lou's out with injury, as everyone knows. But that's what's got him there. And it's just, I'm kind of just like, us three. Like, Bruno's a civilian. He's done nothing in his life. Like, we've attempted it. We've put ourselves out there to be critiqued.
Yeah.
We've really pushed for our dreams and failed. But that's better than not even trying at all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This guy's just a failure because he's never started. But they've just put us in the back seat and said, just come along and we'll let you see the sights.
Yeah.
And it's been so mad to kind of, for example, along the way, there's been certain lines in promos. There's been certain moves in matches that we've seen that have been discussed in the group chat.
Yeah.
And like things like that are just like, it's not for anyone other than all of us. Like to be like, that's really cool. And I don't know. I just see it as like the start of the big wins for the Peppercorn Boys, because like I said, that isn't one and done.
No.
Lewis, hopefully when he's back,
they're
going to have another one.
Oh, it's all the groundworks are there now for whatever comes in the future. But it is like in wrestling, it's hard. Like wrestlers always say, I can count my true wrestling friends on one hand. Like even when in the early days of us hanging out with Pretty Deadly, it was a feeling of like you never know in wrestling if
it's like an acquaintance.
Are they proper friends? Like, or is it just
Well, it took me about 3 years to realize they actually liked us. I thought they were making fun of us. I was convinced. Like we were in a group chat where we were talking about personal details of our lives, all 5 of us.
Yeah.
And I was still under the impression they either thought we were a rubbish tag team they wrestled, and they just think it's hilarious that we think we're friends with them.
Yeah.
That took me a period, and everyone else seemed to be fine. Bruno didn't even know him. Bruno was just an antidote the first time we met.
He was a
Bruno.
He was a pawn.
Yeah, and then Bruno was instantly like, "Nah, they're my mates."
Yeah.
You know,
but that's a testament to them, those people, because like in wrestling, it's very
because they were working us and they were ribbing us.
No,
and they were like stooging off on me.
No, because in wrestling, it is very. You don't fully know who you can trust in wrestling because it is, again, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. In any form of entertainment, everyone is out to basically succeed at any cost. That's usually what an entertainer's mindset is.
Yeah, so Bruno, what we're doing now is like as an entertainer and someone who's trying to succeed is we have to put ourselves out there, as Joe was just saying. I just wanted to clarify because in case Bruno had lost track there. Carry on.
But along the way, you meet people, you befriend people, but they come and go. Like they come and go with like, some people are trying to get something out of you and then they don't, so they move on. Yeah. That's the entertainment business. Like you don't know who you can trust.
It's rare you actually keep people in your life.
But these guys, that is a testament to why it's not just because we're friends with them. They are just genuine people because we've always kind of leaned on the fact that we're normal people. We're normal people trying to do extraordinary things.
Extraordinary things come out of our ears.
Yeah. But for Pretty Deadly, it's the same. You kind of meet two people that are just genuine people. We were friends with Sam's wife, like probably before we were friends with them, I think. So we already kind of knew of the crew anyway. So there is ties. But you don't often meet people that...
I had big heat for them, actually. Because I thought they were coming for our spot. I remember you showing me at the pool at Sayville.
Oh, a picture of them.
Show me a picture.
The bomber jackets.
Yeah, you said look at these. They're in their bomber jackets with long hair and wet hair and all that. And you went to me. That's the guy. That's the Butler guy.
Yeah.
And I went, is it? And you went, yeah. And I said, they're a team now. And you were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, they're going to get somewhere before us.
But there was also...
And they did.
No, because I had this conversation.
One of them just shook John Cena's hand.
I had this... And I'm
you know what? You are right. I'm angry.
No, don't. No, yeah, one's shaking John Cena's hand at WrestleMania and the other one's fishing stuff out.
Yeah, I fished something out of his ear. Jesus.
But I had this conversation with Lisa the other day about it, about how... No, because she literally asked me, like, how did that all start? Like, how do you know them?
Right.
And I said, it's because there wasn't many tag teams around at the time. Mm-hmm. Like, we were looking for tag teams to wrestle, and there wasn't many.
And they needed guidance. So they came to us, and they thought, you know what? Real quality team like this, we're going to learn from them.
Yeah.
And they came to us, they sat under our, learning tree. The learning tree. And remember that? And obviously the world's their oyster now.
But they are. Like, I'm not just saying this.
I love the idea that they're both in their gyms watching this.
Yeah.
And they're going, what are they talking about?
But I mean, but what I'm saying is, there's not many people you can literally get to a certain point with, other than like childhood friends and people that you kind of solidify a friendship with over a long period of time. These two guys, I'm not just anyone listening to this that doesn't know them personally, anything like that. The most legit people we've ever met in wrestling, and that's why we don't.
Other than Little Red, obviously, but we knew him prior.
But he's again, like count on 5 hands, the people you legit.
Yeah, Little Red.
He's another one.
He's the grommet to the Peppercorn Boys.
Yeah, he clears
if the Peppercorn Boys had an ear, Kieran would be in it.
He's clearing the fluid. Yeah.
Yeah, the Little Red would be the grommet.
And every now and then he falls out of the ear, and you got to pop him back in. And...
Yeah, Bruno's the infection.
The foreign entity. But no, I just want to say, like, if you
let's not overdo it, though. Eh?
No, but do you know why I'm saying this? Is because
people need their flowers.
Yeah, like, and this is the time to do it for the both of them.
Yeah,
like, because I'm not the best at WhatsApp.
I mean, yeah, we know, Joe, because you tap it like middle finger.
Yeah, I'm very slow on the uptake when it comes to WhatsApp, especially when I'm in groups and there's a lot of conversations going on. I don't know where to dip my toe in, but I do say it to them every now and then. I'll reach out personally on a personal...
Oh, outside the group chat.
Yeah, I had a lovely one from Lewis this week. But I do want to say, like, I don't get to say it enough in there, but they get, because I'm the old guy, I do that old guy thing of, like, I can't keep up with a WhatsApp group. So every now and then I'll send them a message.
You phone them?
I'll send them a message basically being super emotional about how proud I am of them.
On that note, can we just answer a question that Stone Cold Steve Austin brought up this week, apparently, via The Big Show in an interview?
Oh, yeah.
It's The Big Show rang him and then turned it into a FaceTime. And Austin hung up and then said, ring me back. And he rang him back and he said, men don't FaceTime.
FaceTime's weird.
And I'm saying that's toxic, obviously, but I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, so this is a tough one.
I also, yeah.
But I just want to say that as a conversation, if you're out there, comment below if you think, is two guys FaceTiming acceptable or not? Because I kind of agree with it, but I also don't, because I will FaceTime with Lewis.
Yeah.
Because we have things to show each other, you know? We got children, we got cards, we got all sorts we want to show each other.
FaceTime's a bit more personable, isn't it? Like, you're actually seeing the person you're talking to. It feels like you're in the room.
But I mean, like, if the mid-sized dog FaceTime me, I would tell him to call me. I'd say, stop that.
Also, I see his face enough.
I feel like I've only worked with him one day a week and I've seen his face way too much.
I'm gonna be
it's
honest.
the fact that he can't accept that I look like him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He got mad at me because I was competing with a mustache again the other day as well.
And also, you are the mustache guy.
I am, yeah.
He's new to the mustache game.
He carries it well, though.
It's a child.
Deadlifting a quad the other day as well. I saw that.
Yeah, it wasn't that impressive.
My first day of management at Many Tears, I asked him to do something and he told me to F off.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, Joe. You got to nip that in the butt. But the last thing
I was going to say about the FaceTime thing, I get it, but I'm also not. One, I'm not a fan of phone calls.
Yeah, it's dripping off your ear now. You look like Ahmed Johnson. Look, out of the corner of my eye, you look like Ahmed Johnson with an earring hanging off.
There's no foreign entities coming out.
There's a drip about to go. Yeah.
Good thing I'm not wearing those earphones with Bruno this week. That'd be a nightmare.
That's what I said at the start. I'm just glad. I was thinking it downstairs when I was watching you pour that in your ears. I'm so glad we're not wearing headphones this week.
But I'm not a fan of the FaceTime thing, but I get the personability of it, that you can see the other person.
That's huge.
But I'm not a fan of phone calls in general. Like, I don't like phone calls. But do you know what I've got a real issue with? When FaceTime comes into this.
Okay.
I don't like out loud phone calls.
Of course, yeah. You've done this a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, because that just seems like no one else needs to hear that.
Yeah, I like it. I like a loud voice note. I'm one of these. I walk around a shop with a voice note in my ear.
If I can hear it quietly to myself.
Yeah, I quite like that.
I don't want to hear it out. I don't want everyone else to hear it.
But I like people to see me listening. Like, he's got something important. He has to listen to it in the shop.
But people that walk around and you can hear the other person talking out loud on their phone and they're talking like this in public. That is, and this is a shout out to Sam. This is a shout out to Sam here as well,
because he does it.
No, this is the phone equivalent of manspreading.
Yeah, it's
like this is like, look at me, I'm having a conversation.
Shut your legs, manspreader.
Yeah, and turn your phone off.
Turn your phone off. Turn it off at night. Turn it off at night as well.
Turn it off and go home.
Be a man. No, I don't know. I don't like calls generally, but if I am, I think I'd rather a FaceTime because I feel like I spend a lot of a call going, what was that? Yeah. Whereas with a FaceTime, you can at least look at them and
read lips.
Yeah,
because I can't hear anything.
Yeah, well, we know that, but so I think I'm on board with the FaceTime, but it depends who.
Yeah,
any of the peppercorns FaceTime me any time of the day, I'll answer that.
Oh yeah,
Bruno's one out of interest. Bruno's someone who you have to be a tactical FaceTimer because he will just not answer it and be like, "Call me," but you know it's nothing to do with being toxic. It's like he's naked, he's somewhere he doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Sometimes he sits by his curtains at night, looking out. So sometimes he doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll ring him or I FaceTime him maybe at like 3 PM. He should be working. Yeah. And he'll like decline it and then ring me back.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what do you want me to see?
Yeah. You know, he's in bed.
Yeah.
Just with a laptop. And he's thinking, do you know what? He'll have one up on me.
Yeah.
He'll bring me up on a podcast or something. So yeah.
Actually, weirdly, I FaceTimed him the other day. And I don't FaceTime him.
No, I didn't FaceTime. I rang him. I actually rang him on a dog, which is very interesting.
That is old.
But FaceTime me too. Like, if I'm walking, I can't look at it. So.
Well, he was on a walk when I FaceTimed him. He was outside. He was literally walking.
He's walking up a storm, though, isn't he?
Oh,
he's walking and walking,
and then entering his home. I saw the whole process of him finishing his walk into his home.
His tiny little flat. gross little area he's got.
Cozy.
I've had we rented a tent for Reading once. I say we rented it. We bought one and sold it on Marketplace, and we got our money back. Saying that, I never saw that money actually. Ted DiBiase owes me 25 grand anyway. That's an ongoing gag over Mania weekend. Randy Orton said Access that Ted DiBiase owns him 25k, and then the senior Ted DiBiase said, "I don't owe you jack." And then he said, "Your son does." And his son was lingering in that crowd because he's finished that court case. Him and Brett Favre, wasn't it? Trying to take down a volleyball team. If you understand what it was about, right. That was really funny, but no one listening does. No. He was a part of some kind of fraud scheme. Yeah. If you watch the Brett Favre doc at all.
Where's that?
Netflix somewhere. Maybe an Untold. Yeah, he's a part of that.
Oh.
It's him, another guy, and another guy, but they don't really mention the guy's name, but I know it's Ted DiBiase. He's a part of the 3-man group that were kind of like... And Brett Favre kind of threw him under the bus, and he's been in court for years, and now he's out, and now he's at WrestleMania. Recording himself, waiting for him to appear in the VT, that he never did.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty fun. Yeah. And then all the fans around him were saying, run in. And he was so... Like, you could see him.
He looked like he wanted to.
He's like, I'm going to, I think.
I'd pop for it.
I would have. It would have been better than what we saw. But back to what we were saying. I don't remember where the...
I tell you what, we've got a nice light coming through that window today.
Got daylight, because the ring light's still broken and Bruno won't be happy.
And we're on early.
We're here early, yeah. This is brothers only in the middle of the day. The baby's sleeping.
Madness.
Baby's sleeping. Out of interest, here's another one. When Kit and Nat Elton go into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Because there's no way that people that appear at WrestleMania like that.
Yeah.
That's Mania. He's Hall of Famer now.
They're going to go in there.
He's going to go in there.
Yeah, they're going in.
They're both going in. Do you reckon we get brought up? The peppercorn gets brought up. I don't think Bruno deserves it quite yet. He has to eat because, like, obviously we taught him everything they know. He's not done anything yet. All he's done is smoke him out once, and that's why we got the podcast.
That's where it came from. In that flat.
In all fairness, maybe that is what.
That flat's iconic.
That flat is iconic. That's tiny.
I mean,
that's what I was trying to say. That tent was bigger than his flat. Anyway, Karen.
I feel like the Bruno will come up in that speech quicker than we will. I think.
I hope so. It's been interesting though because Kit Wilson's doing a lot of media in here. I've never heard my name said. So that's really interesting. And do you know who would? Elton Prince. Yeah. Anyway, shout out. No, I just just give us our flowers to Pretty Deadly, and obviously in the next year or so, I think they're gonna. This is just the start for both of them. Yeah. It's all gonna go big. Obviously, also for us.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. But the Peppercorn Boys, here we are. There was something else I really want to talk about. Have you watched anything recently? That's what I was going to say. Other than WrestleMania? Mostly,
yeah.
I watched a lot of wrestling content.
I got some in.
I haven't watched that much wrestling content in a while.
I'm going to be honest.
I watched both pre-shows in full and post-shows and WrestleMania.
I'll be honest. I was working Monday. So Saturday was my night to really take in Mania. So I watched the entire pre-show, the entire show.
It's a shame it was the Saturday.
And then when I found out what happened on the Monday and Kit being involved, I was sad I missed that live. That's why I'm a bit slow on the uptake with what happened on the Sunday. But mostly, I'm going to be honest, I've been watching Married at First Sight Australia.
It's a great show.
It is a great show. And Love on the Spectrum.
I haven't watched that yet, but I think I do need to, yeah.
That program fills me with so much joy.
Does it?
Yeah, it makes me so happy. Like, just the characters, everything.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
In this new season, there's some new characters in there. Shout out to Logan. Cracking character. And there's a scene in that popped me and Lisa so hard. They were in this... Are
you starting from the beginning, or is it like the newest season?
This is the new one.
Okay.
I've watched the others.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah, I've seen them, mainly through Lisa.
I just don't know people anymore.
Yeah, but... you gotta see it. There's a scene where Logan goes on a date with the girl, and he lives in Vegas, and they go to like it's like a weird little kooky shop in the middle of the desert. They've got like deer heads on the wall and weird little exhibits.
Very kooky.
And the guy behind the counter goes, "Do you want some ice cream?" And they go to the fridge, open it, and there's snakes in
real snakes.
No, I don't know, maybe because he just finished telling them there was rattlesnakes everywhere, which Logan wasn't impressed about. He opens the fridge. I
think you'd suit an earring. As that's about to drip off your ear. I think a little tight little, you know what I mean? Little tape Mayfairs on the side. A little Dean Ambrose on the side. You know what I mean? I think you'd be right there.
Tightness is greatness.
Yeah, I think Johnny Swinger. What's his name?
Johnny Swinger.
It's nowhere close to what I'm trying to say. The guitarist, John Mayer, I feel like he's got a title here, is he?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, Karen.
Yeah, he opens his fridge to find his ice cream. There's snakes there. They jump back like really genuinely freaked out.
There's snakes in a freezer.
And then Logan's eye catches the magazine on the counter. Within seconds of freaking out, he goes, "Oh, is that the Jonas Brothers?"
Yeah.
It just takes him away from it. That popped us so much.
Yeah, well,
and if you've seen Love on the Spectrum, you'll understand how funny that was.
Yeah. And the other one was what?
Married at First Sight, Australia.
Yeah. The problem is the Australia one is the only good one.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, because Australians are funny.
But yeah, but the only problem I'd say with that program is because the only time I ever watched it is in a giant bunch on a Sunday before I had a child, and you don't watch things in the morning on a Sunday.
Yeah,
if you have a life. And just a shout out to Bruno watching 2 films at 9 a.m. on a Sunday. I asked 5 people at work this week, would you watch a film at 9 a.m. on a Sunday? They all said absolutely not. I
couldn't do that. There's something about...
4 out of 5 said no, because you have a life.
Yeah, what else? There's other stuff happening.
Before I had responsibility and success and stuff, and I used to watch stuff, we watched that at like 9 in the morning. Like, you come on and you just kind of sit in bed and you just watch episodes because it's so ridiculous.
It's easy, yeah.
I feel like that program is only good to a certain point. Have you ever watched the whole season?
Oh god, yeah, loads of them.
But about halfway, when they start moving away from the flat to go home, they all just break up, and it's just like, what are we watching?
Yeah.
It's only good when they get married, then that first bit, then that kind of first
commitment ceremony.
Yeah, then that bit, and then like
dinner party.
Once they put them in a hotel, it gets a bit dicey, and then I lose interest.
No, it's good. It's fiery. There's a lot happening. 2 people walked out.
Is this a new season? Is it?
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay,
it's on tonight actually. No, man, what day is it? Wednesday. I've got one to watch when I go home. Hopefully.
There you go. Talking of Jonas's, Joe Jonas was at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Kit Wilson did meet him
and
have a good conversation with him. I watched his vlog just in case Kit was in there. He was not.
Oh.
But he did go. When he got into Vegas, the first thing he did was go find a card shop.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's into cards. What kind?
This is what Pokemon. But what I got really freaked out by was he went in and bought just a load of packs, obviously, just like to open.
Okay.
He bought one straight card, and it was a PSA 9 original Pokemon card.
Oh.
You know when you get the pack?
Yeah. Oh, the pack.
Yeah, he got back to his hotel room and cracked it open and opened the pack.
Jesus.
Yeah. If you want to know what money looks like,
Jesus,
that is such a mad way to get hold of old packs. And nothing came out of it.
How did he crack it open? Safely?
He was like really trying to get it. And then he got like because he was in a hotel room.
Was it PSA?
He had a bunch like this of cards. No top loaders yet. And I was like, he has to get that back on the flight.
Yeah, that stressed me out.
But he was trying to get in there with like a butter knife, and at some point he like cracked it, but it looked like he just cracked it in half, and then the one it was like stacked, like it was half in, and then the pack was stuck up.
Yeah.
And I thought, how did he bend them?
That's terrifying.
But either way, he bought just to crack it open and take the cards out. And I was like, well, if you've ever seen real money in real life, that's old money. That's money. That's Camp Rock money. That. Do you know what I mean?
Great film.
And he met John Cena, and he kind of went up and he said, is it Priyanka? Is that Nick Jonas's wife?
Oh, yeah.
He said, Priyanka speaks very highly of you. John Cena said, it's lovely to meet you. I don't think John Cena knew who he was. That's how it felt.
Dick Fanhausen.
Yeah. I'm not convinced John Cena knew who he was. But either way, afterwards, he's like, oh my God, that was terrifying. That was so cool.
I enjoyed the national anthem, though.
He was really good, actually, yeah.
I like that take of it.
By the way, in the night, I watched the whole thing. I watched the pre-show into the main show, then the post-show.
Yeah.
Okay. I never saw Joe Jonas.
They did show him. They showed him in the crowd.
No. I watched the pre-show, Joe. I never saw the performance.
What, live?
Yeah. I don't know what happened, if it was in the switchover where I was moving from there to Netflix or something.
Yeah.
The second night, there was no national anthem for me. I watched his vlog, and I watched his national anthem.
Yeah, because when I watched it...
I don't know where I was.
Because I watched it on Netflix a couple of days later, I think it was. And... what was the day after? But when you start the actual show on Netflix, when it starts, you could see them clearing the drum kit away.
Okay.
So it must have been...
the end of the pre-show. That's what it usually is.
But if you didn't see it live...
No, because I was watching the pre-show, but at some point, you kind of like, near the end of the pre-show,
you've got a very small window to get
come out and go over to Netflix.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I just missed it, but I remember going, I thought Joe Jonas was going to perform. But I was sat in the room. Somehow I managed to miss it. I saw the one the night before.
That transition is hard, though. To get that right,
yeah,
is really hard.
Exactly.
I don't enjoy that transition at that time of night. That stresses me out.
Yeah, because you think your Wi-Fi is going to go funny.
Yeah.
But night 2 was really good.
It was cracking.
That was generally. I really enjoyed WrestleMania this year.
Mm.
I don't know if I was. I don't know what it was. Maybe. I don't know. It felt different. It felt like more like WrestleMania again, which a lot of people said the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, I felt like they just put enough content out that you kind of felt like it meant something.
Yeah.
But the 2 nights is so strange.
That was the worry going into it because it is 2 nights now, and there's so much stuff you get from WWE now. I had this conversation with Lisa leading up to it because life kind of took over, and I almost didn't realize it was coming up as quick as it was.
Yeah.
I think it was the week before Mania. You said to me, it's the Sunday we were going to the show that we were doing. And you said Mania's next weekend.
Yeah.
And I went, what is it?
Yeah, I did. I even though I knew it was, it felt wrong.
It didn't feel like we used to build a whole year around WrestleMania, like working towards like either having a gathering or going to WrestleMania. It felt like an afterthought this year. And I don't know if that's what led me to kind of feel like it's lost its magic. Because I kept saying that to Lisa. I was like, it doesn't feel as magical as it used to. And I think it is because it's 2 nights. Normally you have that one night and they've got to get it right on that night to make the Mania whole. 2 nights kind of gives you a lot of leeway because Saturday night, it was a great show, but it just doesn't feel Mania. Like it felt like a pre-Mania.
Felt like WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, it's like a pre-Mania.
Maybe that's how they should do it though.
Like, it feels like they did though. It feels like that was by design.
Yeah, but like Gunther and Seth shouldn't be on that though. But, do you know what I mean? Like if it's going to be like an actual precursor, like not real WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think it almost has to be like put on some like maybe like showcase an NXT match or AAA match. You do maybe like the US title match, not necessarily Trick and Sammy, but like a multi-man match for a title, but the main event is like the world title.
Yeah.
But you do it like I don't know. You find a way because
it's hard though, isn't it? Because you don't.
It felt like they sabotaged. I had a conspiracy that they sabotaged night 1, but.
But you don't want to water it down too much because you want both nights to be standalone anyway and good.
Yeah.
Because some people can only afford one night.
Right.
Like, as we all know about the ticket prices. If you can only afford one night, let's say someone can only afford Mania or is only in town for Mania night 1.
Yeah.
You have to make it good enough that there's enough on there that people are getting their money's worth. But it definitely felt like night 1 was a precursor to the big night 2. And I think Cena even referenced it a little bit in his opening speech. I'm pretty sure he said something like, welcome to WrestleMania proper or something. It was like that it was set up that way. That even the colouring. Like
the colouring made the detailing of blue instead of red. It was
the darker feel. Like it just felt a bit more like I love daylight wrestling events. But the fact that it ended still in daylight threw me.
But with the blue accents, like the neon-y blue, it's so bright.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it looks like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Whereas when it was red, it was almost like you could see the production.
Yeah.
Like it felt like you could see all the scaffolding and it was like rusty, like red.
Yeah.
Whereas when it was blue, it was so neon. It kind of like made you, it was almost like looking at a bright light and you're like, yeah, it looks kind of more packed.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to go back and watch because I haven't finished night 2 yet.
No.
I still need to watch Punk and Reigns. But night 1, it kind of felt like a SummerSlam, a really good SummerSlam.
Okay.
That's what it felt like to me. But I don't know if it was because I stayed up for that one. I don't know if I just was tired. And it felt so quick. Like the matches, it was just like, it didn't feel like anyone had enough time to kind of steal the show.
Yeah.
Like it was just like bang, 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 bang.
I think they could do with a couple more ads though.
Oh, it was all of that. I think because one, we're in the UK. We stay up super late to watch these things.
That noise of the boom, boom, boom. And it comes out in the corner, you can see it says 4 minutes. You're like,
oh my God. I need to go to sleep.
The only thing I'd say is I didn't notice it because basically I actually liked it.
Yeah.
Because once the match, I actually wanted to see the matches. And the matches weren't hanging around for long. So like it wasn't like you were having to settling and be like, I'm going to go out the room.
Yeah, they were quick to the point.
As soon as the match would finish, I'd let it finish and they'll go to like an ad or something. Like Hogan's dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a toilet. I'll go to the toilet, I'll go downstairs, grab another snack or another drink, come up, and I'd sit down, and then it would come back from the advert. Then I'd watch the next match and whatever happened around it. It'd go to the advert, and then I'd go like Luke, we want to go out. Okay, take Luke out, come back. It was almost like it gave me time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Between things.
Because you don't want to miss Mania.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is them rattling through it, and you're like, I need a wee, but I don't want to miss this match if it finishes early or whatever. So I didn't mind it, and I think as well, like the outrage, I think is a little bit. I think they're over advertising stuff. Like there's advertisements everywhere. Like someone said that Bianca Belair should have had like a Capital One stamp on her pregnant belly or something.
Oh my god!
But it is over advertised, and there's a lot of adverts. The problem is, I think a lot of the outrage from that is a lot of it's UK fans.
Yeah.
And I think it's because a lot of UK fans don't watch NFL and don't watch UFC and things like that.
Constant.
If you watch UFC, it's like 40 minutes between fights sometimes. Yeah. Because if a fight goes 10 seconds, the next fighter knows he's going out at this time.
Yeah.
So you have to wait, and they don't have anything prepared. So they usually just scan the crowd. They start talking about nonsense.
Yeah. And
it goes on for a while. And also with that is the ring is covered in ads. There's ads everywhere. The matches are advertised. The tail of the tape is advertised. And when you look at the NFL, like there's an advert on the post. Yeah. There's an advert on the touchline. There's an advert, halfway through after a touchdown. It goes, that was brought to you by Snickers, that touchdown. Let's have a little look back at the next one.
Yeah.
With Geico. Yeah. And then it goes to an advert every time there's a new set of downs. Yeah. Or like someone takes a timeout or goes out of play. If you're watching the American feed, it goes straight to a 2-minute advert, which is Geico, Range Rover, GMC and something, and then it comes back, and you're like, oh my god, again. And then, so I think because I've watched a lot of American stuff, I feel like I'm not that. I don't really notice it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's a bit slower than it used to be, but I'm not really bothered. It gives me time to do stuff. But
it's just kind of doing.
I'm also playing devil's advocate. I could do without that.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of doing what everything else is doing, like, which is good because it's progression. Like they're moving into the world of, like, before wrestling was quite a niche thing. It was like something that a certain group of people loved, and it was your little thing. And then WrestleMania was that night where it was
your little thing.
It would just be these matches, and everyone. You felt like
it's a pay-per-view, so it should be not advertised.
Yeah. But you felt like everyone was trying to steal the show. It was one night. It wasn't even as long as it became eventually. So you kind of had that feel of like, this is our thing. Let's see what they're going to do. Whereas now it feels like it's more the world's thing. Yeah. And they're trying to fit into obviously what the world is.
Also, I think that is true. Like, people used to steal the show, and you'd be like, "Oh, that match could steal the show." I don't think they allow anyone to steal the show until the match they want to steal the show. And this year, the match they wanted, not just this year, generally in the modern WWE, I feel like the only match that should steal the show is the main event.
Yeah, and so it's designed that,
which is the way the '80s was and stuff like that. And I think it's gone back that way because I noticed it that weekend there was a lot of hot starts, and then people given 6 minutes.
Yeah,
and you're like, why they got 6 minutes when we've got a 4-hour show?
Yeah.
And then it got to the last match of the double weekend where everyone agreed they had the best match of the weekend. It started with an international.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that is, it's drop down leapfrog. And it was the first time over 2 nights of wrestling. If you watch pre-shows and post-shows, that is 8 hours each night. So we're in the 15th hour, 14th hour, and we see our first international.
Yeah.
A lock-up, headlock, international. And you go, oh, a match is breaking
out. We're settling in.
Yeah, and it's almost like they did that purposely to be like, to make
100%.
you... Therefore, when they did run the international, that ended with like whatever, everyone popped. And I remember it was so funny because at the start of that match, Reigns does like a leapfrog.
Yeah.
The whole crowd popped.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they've sat there for 14 hours going, oh,
yeah,
something's happened.
Yeah.
And I know everyone did a load of crazy stuff, but I just thought maybe it's done by design.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
But hey, it's my birthday week. By the time this comes out, my birthday's been.
Whoa.
So happy birthday, me.
Heck yeah.
But what I found really strange is we are 3 days into my birthday week.
Yeah.
No gifts yet. No special treatments. No one said happy birthday week to me.
Wait.
It's gross misconduct.
When does birthday week?
Monday.
No, when does it stop?
The end of the week.
Like age-wise.
Well, that's gross that you just said that to me. It never stops.
I know what you mean. Because I'm someone this year, normally, I don't like a lot of fuss for my birthday.
I want fuss.
I didn't want fuss. This year was the first time I kind of went, I want everyone to be nice to me for the next 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks is aggressive. For the last maybe 10 years, when people say, what do you want for the day? And this might sound like a victim. I go, I want everyone to be nice to me. And it'd be nice to have a steak. That's what I've said pretty much to everyone, which is no help.
Yeah. But
if everyone could be really nice that one day.
Yeah.
As I got older, it extended to a week. Everyone had to be nice.
Yeah.
And then this year, I've been asked maybe 3 times, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, sealed boxes and fillet steak.
Heck yeah.
So this is Monday. Thank you for the fillet steak and sealed boxes to Lissy, my parents, Joe, or anyone that's done that. Pause. I'm very upset because I did not get any sealed boxes or steak. And that was the two things I asked for. But that's what I asked for, and everyone to be nice to me. And I'm hoping that's going to happen. Bruno always struggles with this.
Yeah.
Because he usually never gets me a gift, and he's usually extra mean to me that week. So I'm hoping things change this week. I'm at work, actually, on my birthday.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll be with you.
Interesting.
That'd be interesting.
You can get the Greg's that day. Manager.
Yeah, technically.
Are you in on Are you on Friday?
Yeah, You're a meet and greet, so you can't leave.
Yeah. I think I've...
Did you get stuck in that traffic last week? Because I had to leave.
No, I went. It was no traffic going. I came back the other way.
Yeah, the traffic was terrible. The
other way. Yeah.
The little
no, I went the other way because I saw it on the way down. I was like, nah.
Yeah, as I was leaving, I was like, I kept looking for your car in amongst it.
I came back to everyone very stressed that I wasn't at the desk.
That's why you can't leave.
But he's on manager salary now. I'm a part timer, and I always get the what's it called?
Greg's.
The Greg's.
So I'm about got me yum-yums.
I'm about 600 quid down over 2 years.
You got yum-yums this week, and I drove straight past you in the road.
But hey, this has been the Peppercorn Boys. Join us again on iTunes, Spotify, when you get your podcasts.
Yeah,
that's what. Give us a 5-star review. We're on YouTube as well, Peppercorn Boys, Instagram, TikTok, everything. Check us out, and we'll see you next week when Bruno's back. Bye.
Let the people say, let's go.